Hi, thanks for watching. Like most people in this community, we all have a bucket list of places we'd like to go visit from the ancient world. And the top of my bucket list would be the Kailasa Temple and the Ellora Caves in India. Now, this is the Kailasa Temple, and it's not constructed by any conventional method. In fact, it's not constructed or built at all. It's actually a rock cut. And you can imagine this entire rock was, well, they started from the top down and created this incredible building. And I wonder if this here was like a test to see if they could do it. I don't know. They thought, okay, let's go on with this. It's unbelievable. And I'll show you what they say in Wikipedia. And I'll show you its location. I'll skip the pronunciation because I'll probably kill it all. The Kailasa Temple is the largest of the rock cut Hindu temples at the Ellora Caves near Tirupati in India. A megalith carved from a cliff face. It is considered one of the most remarkable cave temples in the world because of its size, architecture and sculptural treatment. It has been called the climax of the rock-cut phase of Indian architecture. The top of the structure, over the sanctuary, is 107 feet above the level of the court below. And although the rock face slopes downwards from the rear of the temple to the front, archaeologists believe it was sculpted from a single rock. Right. So, what does it say? History. The Kailasa Temple lacks a dedicated inscription, but there is no doubt, apparently, that it was commissioned by constructed and then attributed to this King Krishna I, based on two epigraphs that link the temple to him. Right? Then it goes on to say, however, the attribution of the temple to Krishna I is not completely certain because these epigraphs are not physically connected to the caves and do not date his reign. Moreover, the land grants issued to Krishna's successors do not contain any references to the temple. Right, and construction method. Well, the Kailasa Temple is notable for its vertical excavation. Cave carvers started at the top of the original rock and excavated downwards. The traditional methods were rigidly followed by the master architect, which could not have been achieved by excavating from the front. Right, so I think we can take anything from Wikipedia with a pinch of salt. I'll give you an example. This is the Waldorf Astoria in New York, and it was built in a year. The Waldorf Astoria originated as two hotels built side by side by feuding relatives on Fifth Avenue in New York, built in 1893, and it expanded in 1897. Right, so who built it? This character here, Henry Jamie Hardenberg. See, I think that they create these phantom architects to put a name to all these old world buildings. I'll show you what I mean. This is Mr. Hardenberg. He was born in 1847, right? And by the time he was 23, he started, right? So, right, so, right, he started with this. That took him a year. And the next year, he built this. And 2 years later, he built this. And he built, there we go. He built that in a lake. And that took him a year. And he built that in a year. Really? And what else has he done? Oh, he built the Dakota building. That took him 4 years. And at the same time, he built this. That only took him 2 years. Must have done it during his tea break. And he built that in a year. And then he built that in a year. I could go on. He built that in a year. This guy built so much. He done them all in a year. Well, that one took him 2 years. And built that in 2 years. That took him a year. That took him a year. That took him a year. At the same time, he built this. And he built a stadium. That took a year. Then he built that in 2 years. Then he built this in a year. Then he died at 71. Probably cause of death, exhaustion. Right, back to the temple. Now I'll show you where it can be found. Right. Okay. So, here's the temple itself, and the caves are, well, it takes up it's just over a mile between all the caves and the temple. Right, so, as you watch this slideshow, bear one thing in mind. This was carved out by hammers and chisels. Now, they would have to have started from a focal point and then continued from there, because if they started at various parts without a drawing, it would never have worked. Right. So, it's hard. the construction method is kind of hard to get head around. This is the highest point, so I'm guessing they started from here. And then how they made it, I have no idea. And it's hard to imagine there's no mortar involved. How could they have chiseled that out of a rock? Even the stairs. And look how intricate this is. To start at the top and work your way down. Really? I don't think so somehow. These are the entrances to some of the caves. I don't know what these are supposed to be, lines or something. I don't know. If you don't get lines where I mean, they're from Africa, not India. So I don't think they're lines. They don't face a line either. So I don't know what they are. Unbelievable. Chiseled by dreams, sustained by sacrifice. Every time I look at it, I think, how did they do this? You look how intricate this work is. And I'm having a hard time believing the story of how it was built. Even these pillars are perfect. And then you've got all these reliefs. Got a closer look at them. Just defies belief. These are the reliefs that are carved into the stone. And I'm guessing it tells the story. And there's these animals again that do not look anything like lions. This is the top. There are more animals here. I mean, do you believe this was carved with hammers and chisels? From the top down, with such precision, before power tools. I mean, depending who you ask, it dates back to anything from 10,000 years to 5,000 years ago. I'd definitely love to go and visit this. Carved out a single rock. I don't think so. I think they must have had some technology beyond their comprehension. I just think it's unbelievable. Right, and that's the topmost part. And this bit's broke. Right. Now we'll look at some of the caves. So how could you carve this out and then carve out the ceiling? And these pillars and all these figures. One rock. Right. Unbelievable. And the walls are full of these reliefs. How is this done? I'm not buying the hammer chisel theory. Not for a moment. And that's Krishna. Well, let me know what you think. I think it's unbelievable. And I definitely think that there's some technology beyond our comprehension. I am not buying the hammer chisel theory. Not for a moment. Look how flat this floor is. That was never done with a hammer and chisel. Well, thanks for watching. Please comment.